Welcome back. Well, we are here with our movie reviewer, Jason Black. We're going to talk about some movies here in a minute, but first, we have some stories to talk about, and Jason always has some awesome
insight?
Yeah, that's a good word. That's a good word.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
There you go.
Yeah, after the show, he critiques us like he does the movies that he reviews
It's
too.
a little rough. We get like a 20 on Rotten Tomatoes if he was judging us. That's for sure.
No, he wants to come back on the show. We get positive reviews.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
Always a good time.
Thumbs up. So,
well, you guys have kids, and so have you ever put like a GPS tracking device in your teddy bear to see where it goes?
No, but I want to. What about you? I wish you could like put a chip in your child like you can a dog.
I don't think we're far from it, Drew. I think that's probably the next. That's probably the next thing that's going to happen to all of us. I think.
Well, this is a cool story because that is what happened. There is a place in Athens, Georgia. They're the Mid-Atlantic Clothing Recycling Group, and basically it's for charity. They recycle clothes.
So they had a collection bin, you know, at the mall there in Georgia. Well, turns out some things people were donating went missing, including stuffed animals, like teddy bears and stuff like that. So the store puts a GPS tracking device into the teddy bear, and the police are on the case there in Athens, Georgia. Turns out it was a 55-year-old man stealing the teddy bears out of the thing in Georgia.
Yeah.
What was he doing with them?
I don't know. I think he was stealing clothes too, but yeah, that's what I.
Wait, these are kids' clothes?
They were kind of everything clothes, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But he still stole the teddy bear. Maybe he's got a granddaughter that he needs to get a teddy bear for. But yeah, they tracked him down because he stole the bear. It was in his car, and police were able to follow him and find where he was and bust him. So that's pretty sad. See, now we got a fun video we need to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, the World Cup is getting ready to start. I think it starts next week or maybe even this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm not that big into soccer, but so in Colombia, they're getting ready for it, and they decided to do a match, a fake match in a small town between Colombia and Brazil, but the fake match featured sheep. Look at this.
All right.
That's right. This is what's going on in small town Colombia. Sheep soccer. And not just regular sheep soccer. They, of course, have to get them all in their uniforms.
Well, I was going to say, they have teams. There's the red, the blue. Yeah. This might actually make me want to watch World Cup. If this
Go! And then I like that there's some guy dressed up like a rabbit running
I think that was one of the Extreme Animals birthday parties.
Yeah, I know, right?
The sheep playing soccer.
That's funny. I like their little uniforms, I guess.
Wow. If anybody ever says there's nothing to do here in Oklahoma, look at Colombia.
Yeah.
They're playing sheep soccer for entertainment.
We have some goats around here. Round up some farm animals.
Why not, right? We can get a Kikachu like soccer game going.
Kikachu
Perhaps
soccer?
volleyball,
maybe
some basketball.
Something like that.
Well, you know what's not boring is this time of year when it comes to movies. There are two big movies.
What a segue,
Jason.
I know, right?
You like that?
I did like it.
And I gotta say, there's one I'm really looking forward to. Judging by the trailers.
Should I try and guess which one it is?
It's Tom Cruise's
new movie. You want the new T. Cruise movie?
Yes.
Drew,
it looks cool.
He needs to be put on cruise control.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I do like Tom Cruise.
I like Tommy Cruise.
I can't help it.
Well, he's back, Drew.
Yeah.
And he's in The Edge of Tomorrow. All right, so here's what this is. The Edge of Tomorrow takes place in the future. What happens in all future movies? Well, the world's being taken over, right? That's what always happens. There's a war going on. Tommy Cruise there is he's an officer that gets put as a soldier in the battle. But oh, wait a minute, what happens? He shoots one of the alien bug type things, and it makes him go back and relive the day over and over until he can figure out how to win the war. It's kind of like Groundhog Day going to war, right?
Oh, great.
Or also like maybe like a video game where, you know, you die, you get to start over, you get your life back. Guys, you know, you were talking about Rotten Tomatoes. It's at a 90%.
What?
Yeah. And
I thought bad? Like 90% bad?
No, 90% good.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you said Rotten Tomatoes, I think
What school did you go to? Okay, so, yeah, and guys, I really liked it. It's got some great action to it. I mean, I realize that the story is, you know, maybe not as unique because we've seen a Groundhog Day or other movies where the day starts over, but they're real creative with it. Like, they have him go through and, oh, he gets hit by a bus. Well, then we're going to just reset that scene, and then this time he doesn't get hit by the bus. Like, yeah, they do a really good job with making it to where there's some creative stuff with it. It's not the same thing over and over again. I liked it. I thought it was good. I think Tommy may be back.
It looks, you know, I'm glad you explained it because just trying to watch the trailer, the storyline is kind of confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got Emily Blunt in it, who's never really done an action movie. Didn't you say you were a big Emily Blunt fan one time? Or did I make that up?
I didn't, but hey, she's okay.
And she looks great in this, and I mean, she pulls it off. I thought she was good.
Visually looks stunning. Emily Blunt told a story that she crashed one of the stunt cars they were driving in. Her and Tom Cruise did a lot of the stunts together, and they were driving. He was in the passenger seat, and she wrecked it. Because she doesn't know how to drive stunt-wise.
That's an action movie.
But I love that they get there and Tom Cruise does all of his own stunts.
I know, I love that. And he's getting up there in age, but like he's still doing them all. I mean, is he in his 50s,
great.
maybe?
I think he's 50. Yeah, he looks great, and he's still making action movies.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Drew has a little man crush.
I don't. Come on. I
like Tom Cruise.
Who doesn't like Tom Cruise?
I
love him.
I even like Tom Cruise jumping on a couch.
I'd let him jump on the couch for me.
I like crazy Tom Cruise better than any of them. Well, the new one, another movie that's getting ready to come out, is a big book that I know a lot of people have already read.
Yeah, not big book as in like with stature, but big in popularity. Right? Okay, so The Fault in Our Stars, another young adult book, or YA as they call them, that are all the rage these days. This stars Shailene Woodley, who also was in Divergent, a big YA series that came out. Okay, so what this is that she and her boyfriend you see here, Gus, they meet in a cancer support group. She currently has cancer. He has had cancer. And they develop this relationship, where they, have some limitations because they just don't get to do as much, with her having cancer. It's a really sweet movie. I gotta tell you guys, bring the tissues, because there was at several points throughout the movie that you could hear the entire theater. There was no sounds except just sniffling going on.
Oh, wow.
So it's, slightly depressing.
Sounds like it.
You can kind of tell where it's going to go. But like you said, Drew, based on a huge book, and the line to get in the theater was just full of adolescent girls, and they couldn't have been more in love with this movie. So, I would tell you that it is good, but be aware that it's got some heavy themes to it.
Did you feel a little creepy going to a movie with all these adolescent girls?
Well, no, Abby, because it's my job. No,
He's getting paid to be there.
I make sure. Well, hold on. When's the check coming in?
I just assumed.
I get paid nothing, but I make sure I don't go to those movies by myself.
Okay.
If it's a Tommy Cruise, well, maybe not a Tom Cruise movie either, but I try not to go by myself when I can handle it. So it's not so creepy.
So be honest. Is this a movie that's going to make a guy cry? Because if you go on a date night, you want to know ahead of time if there may be guy tears. No guy ever wants to show guy tears.
There's a really good possibility for guy tears.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
be prepared.
I would say be prepared at all costs.
Okay.
Okay. Was it a little bit weird because in Divergent, they were like brother and
sister,
and now they're romantic interest. Was that kind of hard if you've seen both?
Yeah. I mean, it's maybe for 5 seconds. But yeah. Okay. No. But it's a good point.
I think that those people are real. I think that they are, really in those relationships because when I go to the movies, I'm seeing real life, right?
Yeah. So. And now they're what is this, Game of Thrones? That's crazy.
Right?
Come on.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So all right, cool.
Very cool.
So it sounds like you recommend both movies.
Yeah, both were good.
Awesome.
Okay, sounds good. You didn't slam any this week. I'm disappointed in you.
No Adam Sandler movies this week, so no slamming. Yeah.
Very nice. Hey, thanks for talking with us, chatting about sheep and all that too. Appreciate it.
Yeah.